firing these bullets at us that have to be eaten. The only other time this demographic depredation, that is the reduction of population, of an ethnos, of an ethnic population, of European peoples or of any persons, but particularly and specifically European peoples, has occurred, was in the situation of the Black Death, where over a short space of time half the population of Europe was eliminated by the plague. Now, at first, people felt wealthy. You know, Uncle Horace had died, and they've come into his farm. So now they have their house in the town and Uncle Horace's farm. And they think, well, they're twice as wealthy. They feel twice as wealthy. But are they really? They've now got 2 properties to upkeep with only half the number of people. They've also, the produce of Uncle Horace's farm has only now got half the customers to sell the goods to, and the distances they can take his produce are not very great, not in those times. And that's the advantages of cities, of coalescing people together, because the surrounding intensively cultivated land can feed that city, and you don't have to go very far. Most of the food for Wellington comes from nearby. Most of the food from any city comes from nearby, including meat and eggs and milk and green vegetables and fruits. Almost all of it, the vast bulk of it, comes from within 20 or 30 kilometres. The further and further away you go, the fall off, the percentage of food being supplied is very dramatic. Now, sometimes people say, and this is another bullet to be bitten, because we've invested very heavily in this solution, which I think is entirely a false solution and has got a tremendously awful downside, is the issue of immigration. As I showed in one diagram, all it does is thicken the waist of the column, because we tend to select people having a similar profile to our own top-heavy column. They come here with their families, they have young children, but you know, once they have obtained citizenship, they call forth, and their elderly, needy relatives have a right of entry. So they reproduce exactly within a short time. The population column just alongside, they create interesting sideways possibilities for trade and transaction, but that's all they do. There's no actual real increase. Now, when you have unemployment, when all this falls over, as it is at the moment, and has been building for that for years, it's deeply entrenched. I do not think there will be any recovery. I'm seeing things I've never seen before. There are 5 or 6 retail shops empty at the moment in Lambton Keep, and I'm informed by people that the offices above have 50% vacancy rates. So there's no quick recovery. It's not 6 months away, and nobody is talking even 12 months away, or 2 years, or 3. There is no more talk of the light at the end of that infernal tunnel. All I see myself is infernal tunnels opening up everywhere we look, and they all have a downslope, and the pit is getting darker and blacker by the minute. Prime Minister, I think it's time to take action based on reality and not on the dreamy nightmare that is a delusion and an illusion. And to bite deeply into it, you will find that marshmallow pavlova to be deeply drenched in poison. I speak the truth, and all those who understand me and understand this truth and understand everything I've been trying to tell you about. There are qualifications about any solution I might have, many qualifications. The road will not be smooth. It will be full of grainy detail, and much of it we will not like. Pray for strength. Be good. Be strong. But above all, be real.